First, the Pfizer COVID vaccine now fully approved by the FDA. How that could open the door for more mandates across the state. Good evening, I'm Elizabeth Cook.
And I'm Alan Martin.
Joining us live now is Dr. Peter Chin-Hong, UCSF infectious disease physician. Dr. Peter Chin-Hong, thank you so much for joining us. Let's begin with the big news today with the FDA finally approving the Pfizer vaccine. Does that really open doors for mandates across the state now?
It opens a lot of doors, Liz, and not only across the states, but I'm thinking that this would lead to a sea change globally as well. A lot of countries actually look up to the US FDA in terms of guidance.
Now, let's talk about this new CBS News poll that finds that 69% of parents concerned their children will get COVID in school. Many schools now fully open to in-person learning. Cases among kids 12 to 17 up almost 1,400% since June. What can fully vaccinated parents do to protect their kids when they return to in-person learning?
Well, I think, Liz, most of the cases that we've seen in kids are derived from the community. Kids in school are actually in a quite controlled environment. In terms of practical steps that parents can do, having the kids wear a mask, trying to keep it on, and it's part of the menu. I think one other thing that has been probably underemphasized recently is testing. Parents have a lot of access to testing on demand from the schools. I know it may not be as easy in some school districts as others, but that's another way to monitor and as a disease mitigation strategy.
Yeah, there's even tests available at Walgreens and local pharmacies. Now, going back to transmission in schools, with the original COVID variant we saw back in a couple years ago now that we're talking, they found that that variant wasn't necessarily easily transmissible amongst kids, especially the younger kids. But now with the Delta variant, does all that change?
It hasn't changed too much within schools yet. Again, We're seeing a lot more cases in kids. Remember, only a few of those are going to be hospitalized, like 1%. The last time I checked at UCSF Mission Bay, for example, we only had 2 hospitalized kids, despite all of these cases. And again, we have, about 50,000 cases, 50,000 students, for example, in the SF Unified School District, and there are fewer than 100. So if you look at the proportion of cases, they're actually small. It's just that one kid leads to a domino effect of other kids getting tested. So the problem seems bigger than it is, but none of these kids are really getting super sick.
That is good news. What about the vaccine for children? Does the FDA approval of the Pfizer vaccine have any impact on when that vaccine is going to be available to children under the age of 12?
Yeah, so the latest that we hear is that the manufacturers, Pfizer, is going to be the first. It's going to submit data towards the end of September. Then it's up to the FDA to make the final approval. The American Academy of Pediatricians already is hoping for a rapid turnaround to the EUA. So that's kind of where we are. Moderna will follow later on. And
the timeline, the FDA takes about a month or so to evaluate whether or not they can actually administer it to kids. Is that about right?
It's about a month. Many people hoping sooner.
All right. Now, today the state reported more than 10,000 new cases of coronavirus. We're also seeing a downward trend on the 7-day positivity rate. I know you don't have a crystal ball and all this, but can you tell us more about these latest numbers and what local hospitals are seeing? Are we at the tail end of this?
Well, I think, first of all, we're seeing a slight dip in number of new cases per day in much of the Bay Area. Hopefully that trend will continue. The absolute level of virus is still high. So that's why we're seeing spillover in the kid population. As that number continues to go down, we'll see fewer cases with kids. The hospitalizations are actually staying pretty level and going down slightly. So, we haven't seen that doomsday hospitalization surge, knock on wood, so far in the Bay Area. And that's because we have a lot of vaccinations in the population. And we know that vaccinations prevent hospitalization, severe disease, and death.
Yeah, let's hope that downward trend continues. All right, Dr. Peter Chin-Hong, thank you so much for joining us.